The film begins by introducing a married couple, Amy and James, along with their baby Sarah. Shortly after, they are joined by their two friends, Lauren and Zach. They plan to celebrate Zach's birthday by taking a yacht trip owned by their friend, Daniel. As they prepare to board the yacht, Amy appears nervous due to her phobia. She has a deep-sea phobia, especially in vast oceans. This fear stems from a childhood experience when she and her father were swimming in the sea, but suddenly, her father drowned and passed away. However, this time Amy tries to be brave so everything can go smoothly. Soon after, they set sail across the Indian Ocean. They all enjoy the journey while admiring the vast ocean view. With no one around to disturb them, they find the trip even more enjoyable. Due to the hot weather, Michelle, Daniel's girlfriend, invites them to go swimming. At first they hesitate, but eventually they agree. They begin preparing all the necessary equipment to dive deeper. Before long, one by one, they start swimming and diving happily. Meanwhile, on the yacht, Daniel is seen chatting with Amy, who is putting her baby to sleep. After Sarah falls asleep, Amy tells Daniel that her phobia worsens when she is in the middle of the ocean. Hearing this, Daniel tries to help her overcome her fear by pulling her into the water with him. However, this action only terrifies Amy even more. She becomes so frightened that she suddenly freezes and doesn't respond. Unbeknownst to them, this marks the beginning of a disaster for all of them.
It's not on the other side.
After witnessing the incident, their friends panic, fearing something might happen to Amy. But the biggest shock comes when they realize that Daniel has made a fatal mistake. He forgot to lower the yacht's ladder. They are now in a state of panic, as there is no one on the yacht to lower the ladder. They attempt to reach the yacht's surface, but it is incredibly difficult. Amy is unable to do much, while Daniel keeps trying to use Michelle's float to reach the yacht. Unfortunately, his attempt fails and Michelle's float ends up punctured.
I said I was sorry.
The situation worsens. They begin to feel exhausted and cold after spending too much time swimming in the middle of the ocean. Everyone starts blaming Daniel for his reckless mistake. Shortly after, they attempt to grab the yacht's flag, but it only ends up tearing apart. Meanwhile, Michelle appears to be growing weaker. Her legs can no longer keep her afloat. With no other choice, Lauren quickly tries to calm her down.
There you go.
Suddenly, the phone inside James's jacket pocket starts ringing. He immediately tries to reach for his jacket, but in the struggle, the phone slips into the water and sinks. Not long after, they spot a boat passing by not too far from their location. Filled with hope, they start shouting for help. However, as expected, the people on the boat do not hear them at all. Other passing boats simply assume that Zach and his friends are relaxing and enjoying their time in the ocean. Realizing that their situation is becoming more desperate, Daniel tries to come up with a solution. He gets the idea to create a rope by tying all their swimwear together. Unfortunately, within a short time, their attempt proves to be futile. Meanwhile, James dives beneath the yacht hoping to find something useful. However, misfortune strikes. His head hits a hard object under the yacht, causing a severe bleeding injury. Seeing things take a turn for the worse, Zach starts losing hope. Overcome with frustration, he vents his anger by damaging Daniel's yacht. Naturally, this enrages Daniel, and the situation becomes even more chaotic. Amid the chaos and an unexpected turn of events, Daniel accidentally stabs Zach in the stomach, causing him to lose his life in a tragic and absurd manner.
Oh my God!
At the same time, the remaining survivors suddenly realize that Michelle has been missing for a while. Without a float to keep her above water, it is clear that Michelle is already helpless. They attempt to check on her condition, only to realize that she can no longer be saved.
Take me go! Let me fucking go! No! No!
As the situation grows more dire, a shocking truth is revealed. Daniel finally confesses that the yacht is not actually his. He had been saving money for a long time just to rent it, pretending to own it so he could appear wealthy in front of his friends. Minute by minute passes and the day starts to fade. Exhaustion and despair take hold of them as they brace for the worst that could happen at any moment. However, Lauren takes the initiative to swim around the yacht, hoping to find help. Although her chances are slim, especially in her weakened state, she recklessly decides to go alone. With her husband gone, Lauren no longer cares about the risks she has to face. As night falls, the weather takes a turn for the worse. James, who had been suffering from head trauma, finally succumbs to his injuries and dies instantly. None of them could have imagined that such a simple mistake, forgetting to lower the ladder, would lead to such a disaster. Now only Daniel, Amy, and their constantly crying baby remain. Meanwhile, Lauren continues swimming alone, without any sign of her return. Seeing the situation grow increasingly hopeless, Daniel becomes frustrated. He starts pounding on the yacht repeatedly. In his desperation, he tries to make a makeshift ladder by stabbing his swimming goggles multiple times, hoping to use them as a climbing tool. He then urges Amy to climb up as quickly as possible. Attempt after attempt, they finally succeed. Amy manages to climb back onto the yacht. Without wasting any time, she quickly lowers the yacht's ladder for Daniel. Afterward, she rushes to her baby, holding them tightly and putting them back to sleep as if nothing had happened. However, when Amy goes to check on Daniel, she is shocked to find that he never climbed onto the yacht. Instead, he has chosen to let himself sink into the ocean's depths. In this moment, Amy must confront her phobia to save Daniel. Summoning incredible courage, she dives into the water and successfully rescues him. At the film's conclusion, a fisherman approaches their yacht. He hears the sound of a baby crying from inside, signaling that Amy and her baby are still alive. And with that, the film ends.